Hello, ladies. Welcome to Pearls and Grace. I pray that you all are doing well. Today, I'm sending love, prosperity, abundance, and clean bill of health your way. So, thank you so much for tuning in today on another episode of A Cup of Comfort. Now, if you are new to the channel, then a cup of comfort is where we have tea and we enjoy an encouraging word or a testimony or a experience that I have had throughout the week, throughout the month, throughout life, or whatever. And usually what happens is each morning I rise early and I read devotion and I just have time with God. Sometimes my cup of comfort is chastisement. So you ladies will, just see, just want to share it with you. So you can have an encouraging word. Today's episode of A Cup of Comfort. I can't talk today, probably because I haven't had my tea. But I will be having a special guest today in just a few minutes. And the reason why I have a special guest today is because of something that happened earlier in the week. And later on, during one of my morning devotions, God just laid it out for me. So I like to share the book that I'm reading from. So the book that this devotional will be coming from is The Love Book. And let me show it to you. This one here. And so God just really, I would say this was a lesson for me. So I'm going to go ahead and invite my guests to come in. And ladies, while I am doing that, grab you some tea, grab you some coffee, whatever your drink of choice is, and just sit back and relax. Moms, take this time to sit back and relax, okay? So my guests will be here shortly. So okay, welcome. Welcome to A Cup of Comfort. I thank you for taking time out of your day to come and bless us with your presence. Let them know who you are.
I am Malachi. I'm her son, if y'all didn't know. And yeah.
Yes. So this is my oldest son. This is my he's been there through all my ups and downs life. I had him at 21. So he's been through all of my ups, downs, round and rounds in circles. So that may be why this lesson was so important and God wanted me to read it. Now, I did not share this lesson with him because so on here, I want you to be authentic. So that's what I say on here. We're authentic and we just say we're transparent because we want to be a blessing to other families. So this, earlier this week we had, y'all, I'm forgetting. So I'm going to go ahead. I broke my nail, but I have my tea. We're having tea today. Oh, we're having black tea. Is that okay? Is that okay? So I got you a mug because all my mugs are girly. So you want to show them your mug? Y'all, I had to go out and get him his own personal mug. And so my mug of choice today, y'all, is my Mama Bear mug. So I thought it was fitting for the occasion. So let's go ahead and drink. Let's just take oh yeah, y'all look at that. Oh nasty. Let's see.
It's good too.
Oh, you took another sip. Okay, so let's get started. So early this week, we had a situation. Me and you came to me, and you were all excited, and we'll get more into it about something. And I don't know if you wanted my opinion, my reaction, or what, but I could tell after I said what I said that your level of excitement dropped. And later on, literally the next morning, while I was up praying and doing my devotion, I just opened up this book. I've actually never read this book, so why I chose this book from my bookcase is because of this. So, okay, it reads, "Love is the ability and willingness to allow those that you care for to be what they choose for themselves, without any instance that they satisfy you." Hear that? See how God works?
Say it one more time.
It says, "Love is the ability and willingness to allow those that you care for to be what they choose for themselves, without any instance that they satisfy you." He got me, didn't he? And y'all, I'm gonna read, and I know I say y'all a lot. I apologize, but y'all, I'm a true Southern belle. I am country at times, and sometimes my y'alls come out. So I apologize. But it reads, "It's generally a struggle to let a child develop a new skill, particularly if it's not one we share or appreciate. It's even more difficult to watch a spouse or a lover travel a new path of learning or recreation when we're not invited to share the trip. Yet assuredly, our love is only as deep and real as it is honestly supportive of others spreading their wings to discover their own directions and personal joy." Their own directions and personal joy. What is right for us will never be lost or taken, and that which departs, be it friend or lover, is only making way for our own new next plane of growth. We must not fear letting our loved ones experience new and separate challenges. Instead, let's rejoice in the knowledge that we have a particular calling, a unique destiny that has brought us together and will keep us together for as long as the big plan calls for. We can't keep someone's love for us when we've made them prisoners in our home and hearts. I know. He got y'all, I said that this was more of a lesson for me. Yeah, it is actually a lesson for me. But so we're gonna tell you why this. I'm just gonna go through. So earlier, let me just start at, I'm gonna say it was probably your junior year. Junior year, it may have been your sophomore year. But anyway, Malachi is 6'7". 6'7".
Not that tall.
You're not 6'7"?
No, I think I'm like 6'5".
Well, why did the doctor say 6'7"? You think you shrunk?
I think I'm like 6'5".
You think you 6'5"?
I might be.
Don't be on here shrinking.
Oh, no.
Don't be on my camera shrinking.
Oh,
So
no.
you 6 foot, you 6'6".
Yeah.
6'6". Okay. So Malachi is 6'6". So automatically, as a child, everyone, he needs to play ball. He needs to play ball. He's so tall, he could just dunk it in the goal. And he was always so much taller than all the other little kids in his classroom. He was just hovering over them, all the other little kids. And so, you know what? I put him in basketball. And this went on for how long would you say?
Really, until I graduated.
No, because you came to me and you said you didn't want to do it no more. So what year was that?
Man.
I'm going to say it had to be like your sophomore or junior year. I remember
Yeah, it might have been.
going to one of your games and I just felt like you just it was not your passion.
Yeah.
I felt like it was not his passion. It was not what he wanted to do, but he was just doing it because everyone was suggesting that, or what would you say?
Yeah, just because everybody was just suggesting.
Oh, you can go, you'll be in the, what all was they saying?
Just little stuff like that. Like, just trying to basically push me to do something that my heart really wanted to. But I ain't gonna lie, it was a point at I really did want to play, but then it just started dying down.
It started dying down.
Yeah.
And I could just feel it in the way that he played ball. And so one day I was praying and I said, Lord, begin to stir up my son's gift. Begin to let all his gifts just come forward and let him edify you in what he do. And I just prayed that. And I'm going to say it was probably your sophomore year. I'm thinking it was your sophomore year. And I just left it alone. I didn't think any more about it until you did come to me and say you didn't want to play ball anymore.
No, I probably did.
What year was that?
Probably my junior.
It was his.
Junior year.
It was your junior year.
My junior.
Yeah, and he came to me his junior year and he was like, I don't want to play ball anymore. And I said, I know. I said, I could just tell that it was that you didn't have the passion for it. And so during that time, but what was your passion? Drawing. So he drew a lot, a great artist. But even with his drawing, see, this is the mama bear right here. Even with his drawing, he would come and show me his drawing, and they were always
like weird and different.
So weird, like these creatures. I wish you had some that I could show.
Man,
these were just these creatures. They were just some scary, just creatures. And so he would come and he would show me, and I remember saying, son, what did I say? What did I say? I was
like, are you seeing these creatures?
I was like,
no,
son, are you seeing these creatures? Like, where is this coming from? Are you okay? And he was just like, no. Like, where was that coming from?
I just was drawing it. Like, I just could draw it.
So, you know what? He would draw, and so I would get involved, and I would do what?
What you mean?
You would draw the creatures, and you'll come and show them to me, and then I would say, his name.
Yeah, oh yeah, she would give me a name.
I would give him a name. I would let him name I would name the creatures for him. Mm-hmm. And so then it just, it got fun or whatever. But then another gift manifested. Another gift manifested, and this was in 2019.
Like late 2018.
No,
it was definitely 2019.
It was 2019 because the reason why I know it was 2019 because in 2018 you had a project at school.
Project.
In 2018 he had a project at school, and it was a musical. They had to write a song about the Holocaust. Mm-hmm. He struggled. he struggled. He could not come up with anything. He's not a rapper. He's not a, what would you say? He just didn't.
I couldn't rap to save my life.
He couldn't rap. He couldn't. It was nothing. But you know who his ghostwriter was? Who wrote the song?
She wrote basically the whole song.
Do you still remember? I ain't gonna say
She wrote the whole song.
Me and I was up like typing, writing the song for him, coming up with the hook, and Makara, my daughter, we were sitting down coming up with hooks and everything for this song. Do you remember what grade you made on this song?
I know I passed.
Yeah, he got a really
100% passed.
And did the teacher they liked the song because it was a very catchy song. They I wish we could find it. Oh my God, I wish we could find this song and play it. So I mean, I didn't think nothing about it. That was 2018. I mean, I didn't think anything about it because he never showed any interest really in music. But this is how, let me show y'all how God works. So you didn't really do anything with music, but what did my brother tell you about beats? You were always listening.
Oh, yeah. He would be like, bro, you always listen to beats. Like, you weird. Why you just won't rap?
Yeah, he would always
like, bro, you always listen to beats, bro. Just rap. Like, that's what he would say.
He would just listen to random, y'all, this one right here. I know this is my child because I am strange. But he is strange. He is strange too. So he would just listen to random beats and he couldn't rap. He couldn't do it. I don't know. But now we know. Now we know.
Now.
So 2019 rolls around and it's a tragic year for us. A very tragic year for us. We lost our grandpa in 2019. So that just cut really, really deep. And later on in 2019, Malachi always goes and stays out of state with his grandparents. This has been going on every summer ever since he was young. He goes out of state and stayed with his grandparents. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He goes out of state and stays with his grandparents, and he stays with his grandparents. And so this 2019 would have been your junior year. Because you graduate 2020. Okay. So he goes the summer with his grandparents and everything is going well. And everything is going well. And he it's your story to tell. Right?
Oh, I mean, you can tell it. No, you good. You can
okay. And so he goes to stay with his grandparents, and he spends a lot of time with his uncle, which at the time was in his 30s, 37. And so would you say that this particular summer was the most that you spent with your uncle?
Yes.
Yeah. Out of all his childhood, every time he went there, for some reason, this particular
definitely was the most time.
Yeah, this was the most time that he had spent with his uncle. And so he spent most of his time while he was there with his uncle. They're gaming, and I remember they were having such a great time. So the grandparents got ready to bring Malachi back home, but they stopped at the uncle's house so Malachi could tell him goodbye. And when they get inside, his uncle is lying on the floor, no response. He had passed away. And keep in mind, our grandpa had just passed away.
Just happened.
And so it just really hurt because he was so young, and Malachi was just spending time with him. And so his uncle his uncle was very, how would you describe Collins?
Just real chill.
Very chill,
Stay
very
out the way.
calm, out the way.
I don't think I never seen him mad ever.
Yeah.
Never seen
Yeah,
him.
because when me and your dad was married, he stayed with us and he was just all, you wouldn't even know he was there.
Literally.
You wouldn't even know he was there. And so, but he did music.
He did music.
His uncle did music. And so they're going through all his stuff, and then he have a song and stuff that he had wrote and everything.
It was like a letter or something.
A letter.
It was either a letter or a song. It was like already wrote.
Yeah. And so they're cleaning out and they're asking Malachi. Now, keep in mind, Malachi's not into music. Okay, this is 2019. Yeah, Malachi's not into, any type. So he has music stuff, all this kind of stuff. And so they asked Malachi, did he want anything? And all Malachi got was what? Some headphones?
Yeah, I just got like some headphones and like his hat he used to have.
Yeah, that was it. That was it. Malachi just got his hat and his headphones. So Malachi comes back home and, we're talking or whatever. How long after? And he's a loner. So he's always off in his room. Like, he's just always a loner. He'll come up every now and then and stick his head in my door. Mom would say something. But he's always off in his space. And that's me. I'm always off in my space. And so I don't know when this... Now we're up to the part where you wrote a song.
Wrote a song about who?
I don't
or just
remember.
In general, like a song?
You wrote a rap song. He wrote a rap. So it's like he took all his pain, put it in the pen and began to jot. And he came and he presented it with me. And I was like, presented it to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, who is this? And he was like, I wrote this. And I'm like, you wrote that? You wrote that? And ever since then.
And it's crazy because we was talking about like you was wondering something about auto-tune. And I was like, yeah, they got apps on the phone. You remember I downloaded the app on my phone, but I had never really used it until like after that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then that's when I started making music on my phone.
So you've been making music now since 2019?
2019.
And that's where asking God to stir up his gifts comes in, because before, nothing. But apparently he had to go through that. And it says here, where was that at? Love is the ability and willingness to allow those that you care for to be what they choose for themselves without any... Not that one. Where was that part at? I don't know. I can't find it right now. But he wrote his first song. He let me hear it. And now he is a phenomenal lyricist. He is a phenomenal lyricist. But I am, even though I asked God to stir up his gifts and do all of this, and this is what manifest, your whole style, everything just changed. Because before you were... What was your style before? Flannel.
Flannel is like...
Well, just...
I used to rock a lot of old clothes.
Yeah, vintage. So he get that from me too. He loved vintage. You still like vintage, don't you? Vintage clothes and stuff like that. But, so fast forward to now. I don't know much about what goes on in these rap streets and all that. I don't know. I don't know everything that takes place, but he comes and informs me about some of the things, and I do try to be in tune and just so I can hear number one, what they're listening to, what's going inside, what's feeding their mind, body, and soul. So I'll listen. And what I notice is that there has been just a lot of young black males dying that is in the rap industry. A lot. It's like every month you're coming to me telling me.
It's legit almost every single month.
They
Every
can't
other
hear
month.
you.
Oh, it's
Show
like
your pretty face.
It's like every other month it seemed like somebody dying from the rap
Yes.
industry.
Yeah, and I shouldn't say pretty face, your handsome face. It's like every other month he's telling me that somebody's got shot and killed, somebody this, somebody that. And so of course that puts a fear in me. It puts a fear in me. And it says here, we must not fear letting our loved ones, there it is. We must not fear letting our loved ones experience new and separate challenges. It puts a fear in me. So earlier this week, you come to me and you say,
oh, you talking about the video?
Yes. Earlier this week, he come to me and he says that someone has reached out to him, a rapper has reached out to him, and he wants him to be in his song, and he wants them to do a video. And how do I respond?
Like a mama.
Just like a mama bear.
Like a mama.
I just go into this like, who is he? What is his? My main thing was, what is his music and what does he represent? And I told Malachi, I said, I know you want this stardom, I guess is what I'll call it, to take place. You ready for your momentum to pick up, but our time is not God's time, and you don't want to enter into something immaturely. And also, even though his music has some tidbits, that words, language that I don't agree with, but there's nothing in his songs that is degrading women, that's talking horrible about women. There's nothing in any of his music that's talking about drugs. There's nothing in his music that's talking about gang banging. There's nothing in your music talking about any type of thing that's just any of that. And so I was telling him that he has to be careful on whose song he gets on, because what if their music is talking about that and you don't even have anything to do with it, and you're in the middle of a war that you don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
And I'm saying all this, and then I could tell his spirits just went. And you said what?
I was like, I forgot exactly what I said, but I was like, I'll just throw it off, really.
He was thrown off. So what threw you off?
Just the way you responded, because I thought you was going to be more, like, excited. But
you wanted me to just be like, oh, good, that's...
Yeah. Or
okay.
something like that.
So, and I should have been more excited and happy, but it just, because of what I've seen in the news and what he comes and tell me, it terrified me, because I know that he's not out clubbing and popping bottles and gang. I know that he's not, but just because it's in a song and you're in the song, people may think that that's your lifestyle because you had something happen similar to that when you went to the fair.
I did. I had kind of forgot about that, but yeah, I did.
Yep, because he went to a fair, and like I said, he's 6'6". He's in his rock star gear like this, and he doesn't drink, smoke, none of that kind of stuff. But just because his demeanor, how he looks, how he dressed, and I guess because you're a black male. Not I guess, I know, because you're a black male. Mm-hmm. Because that's stereotypical. Because you're a black male, he was at the the fair, and was it what did he say?
Was it like, man, I've been waiting on you all night. I was like, me? You don't even
But you
know
didn't
me.
even know him, right?
I never seen that dude in my life. Like, never. I'm not even from that area.
Yeah, this is an area that we're not even
from this area.
So he just went to a fair, him and his girlfriend. A fair off, and did the guy work there?
Yeah, he was working in a like food truck. He was like, man, I've been waiting on you all night. I was like, me? Like, you don't even know me. He was like, yeah, like, you got that, like, doing like that, basically asking for, like, drugs and stuff. I was like, bro, I don't even know what you talking about, bro. I don't even do that. Like, I kind of got mad.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, you gonna sit here and ask me that question, bro? I don't even.
Yeah, just
and
because.
Then he was like, oh, are you right with God? Are you just asking all these weird questions? I'm just like, bro, whatever, bro. Like, it was weird.
Yeah, and you said the cops were looking.
Yeah, the cops looking at me, and then I think it was either that day or the day before, this dude came up to me and was like, yeah, like you like this game banger dude I used to know or something like that. I was like, bro, what?
Yeah.
Like, bro, you don't approach me like that.
Yeah. Yep. So what I am grateful that me and him have where we can talk. We talk about everything. So he shares it with me. You are gonna continue to share with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
He shares, you know, whatever's going on in his life with me. And you know, I'm just being a mama bear. And that just really, you know, and I think with all of that, just kind of I guess I got fearful or protective, and I'm very excited. I will say that I'm very excited, but I just started put him on an interview, basically. Mm-hmm. And you just wanted me to be like, oh, congratulations. Is that what you want?
Yeah.
So obviously, according to what God said, that's how I should have responded. We can't keep someone's love for us when we've made them prisoners in our homes and hearts. So mamas, I know we love our babies. We love our babies, but there comes a time, I want you to see the illustration here. There's a birdie. You know, they push them out and let them fly and do things on their own. So that is what I have had to learn. And this is that he's an adult now. He just had a birthday. So he is a grown man now. Like, literally just had a birthday. So he's a grown man. And I just have to, just let me know. I don't have to be there. Just knowing that he's been raised, his upbringing has been in the word, and so he knows the word. He knows right from wrong. He knows that that I love him, and that, you know, he has a life of his own, and I have to abide by it and respect it. And you know, when he comes to me, not to just flip out and go into this long interview asking, and I want y'all to let me know in the comments, what do you think about it as a mom, and you know, some of the things careers that your child has chosen, how did it make you feel, and how did you respond? And yeah, just interact in the comment section and let me know. Is there anything else you want to say? Wow, I think this is the longest video I've had.
It is pretty long.
But I do want to take this time, and I do want to pray for actually your music career, and also for all the all the young men out there that is having a desire and God is stirring up their gifts, or they're wanting to go into this industry. And I do want to say a prayer, so we're going to say a prayer. Dear Lord, I want to thank you for giving me this wonderful gift here that you have given me. Lord, let me, just continue to let my light shine, but also that he teach me that, he's an adult now, that you and I did a great job, and that I lived a life the best of my ability, to show him how a woman of God should live. And I spoke with him with scripture and let him know how a man of God should live, a man of integrity should carry himself. And Lord, I ask for divine protection for all the young men out there in the industry, Lord. Charge your angels around them, cover them, Lord, and protect them. Cover their homes, cover their families, Lord. I ask for divine protection over each and every one of them, Lord. And I just ask that you touch my son's career, Lord. Stir up his gifts, Lord. Let him be a light. The other guy that he is working with currently, Lord, I just ask that you put a hedge of protection around him and bless his career, Lord, and bless his family, Lord. And I just want to say, everyone that watches this video, Lord, charge the angels around their children and their careers, Lord. And Lord, we thank you. We love you. We give you all the glory, all the honor, and all the praise. And it's in your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you I will see you in the next video. Really?